What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're bringing you part 2 of Boro kit tier lists. We of course did a similar video last week where we ran through every single Boro home shirt of the Riverside era and we dropped them into a tier list. So if you want to see where I rank all of Boro's home shirts, do check out that video. It'll be linked somewhere on screen. There might be a link in the description as well. But today we're doing exactly the same for the away shirts, and we're going to be doing it like this. So obviously, if you guys didn't check out the previous video, if you did, you'll know exactly how we do this. We've got 4 tiers here. We've got the top tier, hang it in the Mima, where the best away shirts will be the absolute goats. In my basket, which are shirts that aren't the best, but I'd still buy them. Mid, which speaks for itself, it's just a meh shirt. And tuck it? I mean, you could tuck it in, I guess. Chuck it in the T's, which are shirts that I think are horrendous. God, this has gotten off to a good start, hasn't it? But I do think, looking at the array of away shirts we've got, I think we're going to have a lot more good than bad, unlike the home shirts. So let's start off by cheating, because exactly like what we did in the home shirt tier list, we did cheat because we did include the 94-95 shirt in there because it's so goddamn good. That was the shirt prior to the Riverside era, of course. So it only feels right and fair that we do the same with the away shirt. Now this, I think, is a very nice away shirt. I'm going to put it in my basket, and the reason for that, I want it in my basket. It's a retro Boro shirt that I don't think's in stock anymore. I hope they bring more into stock, but I do want to get it. I missed out when they brought the retro version of this out a few months back, but I think it's a very nice Boro away shirt. It's very unique, you know, compare it to the other Boro away shirts we've got. Lovely green with the gold pin stripes. I think that's a lovely little touch with the darker green stripes as well. Not 100% fussed on the collar being a different blue, I think it looks, but yeah, it's a very unique shirt that stands out, and I think it's quite nice. I've always had a soft spot for it, so it's going in my basket, and hopefully in real life it actually will be in my basket. Next up, into the Riverside era we go. I have put the shirts in order this time, and we've got one of a few black and blue striped Boro shirts. If there was to be a slightly consistent Boro away shirt design that has remained throughout the years, it is the blue and black stripes, very Inter Milan-esque. It does pop up from time to time, and it's a mid shirt. You know, I don't know if it's because I've come accustomed to seeing Boro do this shirt a few times over the years, but it's nice, you know, it's okay. The blue and black, I don't know how I feel about the reds. I think it kind of works. Looks good on the collar, I will say that. But yeah, I think it's just a nice looking shirt. Wouldn't be one I'd jump to buy. It's just nice. 96-97. Oh, I'm going to chuck this in the T's. And it really hurts me to do that because I fear because of the era it was in, this is one of the more iconic Boro shirts. But I just don't like it. And if this was the shirt of another team, I would definitely not like it. Obviously, it follows the same pattern with the Boro badge and another postcode somewhere, the area badge on its own. I don't know what was going on with this sort of cross. Just too much for me. Way too much going on there. It clashes too much with the Cellnet sponsor and then goes down the sleeve as well. It's just too overbearing for me, and too ugly. So as much as this is an iconic shirt, never been one that I've liked. 97-98, another shirt that brings back good memories. I always think of Emerson when I think of this Boro shirt, but for me, it's mid. I like the vertical badges, like the home shirt, you know, the home variation of this season's shirt, and I respect that they've sort of worked the white band down the centre of the shirt vertically. It works quite nicely around the collar. Again, a lot of blue and red clashing here, which I don't think works as well as it could. But it's okay. I think it's maybe the way the Cellnet sponsor sort of awkwardly is sat over the top of the stripe that puts me off with it a little bit. And I've never been a fan of the blue on this shirt. It's a bit too light for me. But it's a shirt that's iconic, and I'd say it's mid. Next up, we've got 98-99, and you will see the inspiration for the very shirt I'm wearing now, and this one is going in my basket. Well, I won't spoil where this shirt is until we get there, but I can't deny, if I love this shirt, I'm going to really like this shirt too. I think with this shirt, the difference maybe to this one, more stripes, and I don't like too many stripes on a shirt, but exactly like this shirt that I'm wearing right now. beautiful colours, really work well, complementing one another. Nice dark blue collar. Again, the badges and the sponsors seem pretty well placed. Cellnet sponsorship looks pretty good as well. But I think maybe had this beautiful thing not been released this season, this might have been in the meme. But I think, again, I don't want to spoil where this shirt is. You might already know. But because they've been able to, I guess, redo this design and improve it and make it even nicer with this, I guess that's why this one is slightly demoted, but it's still a gorgeous shirt. 99, 2000, it's mid. I do like the purple, and obviously the variant of this shirt had a lot going on with the red and the white, and I respected the layout of that, and I do feel exactly the same with this. You know, it's basically the same design, just with different colours to the home shirt. So again, I really like that they've put the Boro badge in the band. Everything we discussed with the home shirt, the curved pattern on the shoulders looks nice, I think, with the purple. So I think this shirt is nice. You know, it would be one I'd jump to buy, but it's a purple shirt, and I don't think Boro have ever done another one since. So it stands out in that regard. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's just okay. 2000, 2001, again, exactly like the home shirt with just different colours. This is a mid shirt. For me, don't get many all black Boro shirts, to be fair. I don't know if there's a reason for that, but this is one of the very rare ones, and it's okay. You know, like the home shirt, they've worked the band vertically. Unlike the home shirt, it's not faded around the BT Cellnet. It just sort of stops awkwardly alongside the Boro badge and the area badge, and doesn't sort of stop in line with both, which annoys me a little bit. But the stripes going down the sleeve, I think, are just nice enough. Clashes a bit with the collar, so maybe this needed toning down a little bit. But I think the colour scheme's nice, the design's nice, it's just maybe a little bit too over the top. Now we've got 2001, 2002, and it's going to go in mid again. I thought I'd rank a lot of these a lot higher, but we've not gotten off to the best of starts, have we? But alongside the other blue and black Boro shirt that we've had, again, this is the second one of, I think, 4 of these, I think we've had, or 5 over the years. And don't get me wrong, it's a nice colour. It's nice, you know, the blue and the black stripes are nice, they work well. Obviously, we see it with Inter Milan. It's a very nice colour scheme. But, as I said in one of the past shirts, I don't like it when the vertical stripes are too thin and there's too many of them. I've never quite liked that. So, although the area badge and the Boro badge still sort of fits well within the stripes, they just seem a bit too thin for me, and that just never looks as premium. So, yeah, alongside the previous blue and black shirt, this one can only be ranked the same. Next up, we've got 0203. Now, I ranked the home shirt mid, and looking back, I actually wish I'd have chucked it in the tees because it was quite a boring shirt. And I'd say the same for this. However, anyone who knows me will know I just love white. I wear so much white. It's an absolute nightmare to keep clean, but it's so smart and clean. And the more I look at this shirt, the more I'm going to put it in my basket. You know, like the home shirt, I think the pinstripes are a little bit thin, awkward, tacky, dare I say, but I think just how much white there is on this shirt makes up for it. It looks really, really clean, and I like that the area on the Boro badge is red. The dialophone looks quite nice as well. It wouldn't have worked if that was red, so I'm glad they made that the colour it was. But yeah, I think for me, the white really wins me over with this shirt. I'd rather the pinstripes not be there and we just have a simple white shirt with that quite nice collar. But nevertheless, the more I look at this shirt, the more I like it. 0304, obviously, like the home shirt, there is an affiliation there with the success that it brought us. However, I can't quite hang this one in the meme. With association and success, yes, always makes me think back to that moment when Juninho scored at Highbury in the League Cup semi-final, and yeah, beating the Invincibles on their own turf. What a night. Sent us to the final, well, sent us on our way to the final. We obviously went and won the second leg as well. So, it's an iconic shirt. You know what? I'm putting it in the meme. I was gonna put it in my basket because it's not my favourite design in terms of the maroon and the blue and the gold. Yeah, it's not the best design shirt on this list, but I just can't stop thinking of my favourite Boro player of all time scoring that goal at Highbury, doing that little dance into the corner. It's iconic. And for me, just for that alone, this shirt deserves a place at the very top. 0405, now we are starting to pick up our Boro away shirt game here. And this is another pretty nice shirt. I'm going to put this one in my basket as well. I love the fact that the majority of the torso is white. Again, works really well with the 88.com. The maroon sleeves and the blue is okay. It works well enough. It's a smart shirt, but it's not one that blows my absolute socks off. But again, reminds me of fantastic times when Boro were really starting to pick up. So again, it's a nice shirt without being absolutely unbelievable. Talking of unbelievable though, this one's going in the memer. I have always loved this away shirt. And again, maybe it's the memories, maybe it's the nostalgia, maybe it's the fact that I can't stop thinking of Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank when I look at this shirt. But I love the blue here. It's so striking, so eye-catching. It's such a nice two-tone blue. And the Boro badge just looks outstanding on this shirt. I don't know what it is. My eyes, despite all the blue, I'm drawn to that beautiful red badge. It's beautiful, and the sponsor once again works really well with this shirt. This stands out for me, this Boro shirt, and I don't know what it is. I just absolutely love it. It gives off such a premium feel to me, and that's going to join the other one in the memer. 0607, the Jonathan Woodgate away shirt. Yes, I just have this memory of Woodgate wearing this with number 8 on the back and him absolutely pocketing Henry at Highbury. Or was it the Emirates back then? I don't know if they'd moved at this point. But this is a shirt that will go in my basket. I really like this shirt. I think, again, a lot of white, which you guys now know is something I quite like a lot. And the blue's a nice addition too. Again, blue and red, a lot on Boro away shirts. I think it works here. The bits of blue randomly on the sleeves and down the side of the shirt are a bit odd, but the collar is really smart and subtle, and the band looks really nice as well. So, yeah, another really smart Boro shirt that I have fond memories of. And as did Boro, once again, go downhill, so do the kits a little bit. Now, I like this kit. It's going in my basket. It's not one of my best, but this was the first full Boro kit my mother bought me when I was a kid, and I remember wearing this kit everywhere I went. Full kit from top to bottom, and I loved it because of the white and the gold. And I love gold, I love white. I think they go really well together. Is it the best sponsor? No. Is the random black line going down the side really weird? Yes. They should just do away with the gold, to be honest, on the side and just have it round the collar, if I'm honest. So yeah, there's a few odd bits with this shirt. The Garmin sponsor isn't as good. It's certainly a step down from 88.com, and I've never liked the blue upwards sort of carré on above the end. It just looks odd on a shirt with no other bits of blue. But regardless, another shirt that brings back memories when I was a kid, and again, a lot of white, really smart. 0809, back to the Inter Milan Boro crossover, and again, it's joining its brothers in mid. This is the shirt we got relegated in, albeit the home shirt was obviously the season that we got relegated in. I recall this was the shirt we got relegated in, literally. Was it away at Hull in the Premier League? I think I recall. I'm sure it was away to Hull where we got relegated. So yeah, there is a few bad memories with this Boro shirt, but I can't grade it much less. To be fair, I actually prefer it to the 0102 shirt because there's less stripes, a lot more blue down the sides. I think that makes it look a bit smarter, and the collar's quite nice too, but yeah, I can't put it anywhere ahead of the others, so it's going to go in mid. Oh dear, 0910, this is when we got relegated, and obviously I wasn't a fan of the home shirt, not a fan of the away one either. It's going in the tees. I've never liked this shirt either. Maybe again it's because of the weird placement with the Adidas logo, and you know what? One excuse you could make for the home shirt is because of how they placed the white band. Yep, the Adidas logo had to go centrally because there was nowhere else for it to go, and yet on the away shirt, they kept it there, which just looks stupid. It just looks like it's been randomly placed. I don't like any of it. I'm not a fan of the sort of the blue either. I've never quite liked the blue. This shirt just looks boring to me. You know, barring the nice shoulder line pattern that goes on all Adidas shirts, there's nothing going on here. It's one of the most lifeless, boring Boro shirts ever, and the placement of the Adidas sponsor, it just tops it off. It's a bad shirt. And then we've got 1011. The worst shirt on this list. This is horrid. I mean, The home shirt didn't have a sponsor as well, so you might find it weird that that's why I'm not liking this shirt, but the collar of the home shirt gave it premium feel. The band made it so something was going on across the shirt, albeit there was no sponsor in it. This looks like a training top. And even if it was a training top, it would be a terrible training top. This is awful. Again, the blue looks really cheap. Why the hell is the Adidas logo where it is? The white pinstripes coming from the sleeves and down the sides just look random. This is the sort of shirt I think they put together in about 2 seconds. It is horrific, and it kind of matches up with the time Boro were in back in 10-11. This is horrid. And this one doesn't get any better. Oh dear, 11-12 going in the bin. This is the era of the green Ramsden's logo, as you guys know. Both home shirts with the green Ramsden's logo went in the bin, and this one is too. Look at that. It is hideous. Black, okay, but the red looks a bit odd down the sides especially. Maybe not on the shoulders, actually. If they'd have kept the red on the shoulders and took it out of the actual torso, it wouldn't be so bad. But the red Adidas logo I don't like. And again, you can't excuse the big, fat, ugly green Ramsden's logo. It looks horrid. It looks terrible. So yeah, if the Ramsden's logo had been just a standard white, as the same with the Adidas logo, if that had been white and they took the red away from the sides, I think you turn this into a shirt that might even go in my basket. But a lot of them things are absolutely unforgivable. So that is getting lobbed into the River Tees. 12-13, so once again we've got that terrible green Ramsden's logo. And you know what? This is so close to being mid because I feel like at least the blue kind of complements the green. They obviously went with a similar pattern to the home shirt with a big coloured top half. This time it's dark blue, light blue with the rest of the shirt. The two blues work quite well off each other, and I will say the Boro badge and the Adidas logo stands out quite nicely in that top half. But again, the green Ramsden's logo ruins it. I think if that's a white Ramsden's logo, it looks decent, but I just cannot look past it. It's so close to being mid, and I think there's a lot of nice things on this Boro shirt, but I just can't forgive that god-awful logo. 13-14, back once again with another Inter Milan Boro shirt. I'm going to put this mid as well, but it's close to going in the tees because, again, what the hell is going on with the Adidas logo? Why do they keep getting moved into the centre? I don't get it. The shirt looks so lopsided. You know, you've got the Adidas logo in the middle, the Boro badge on the right, you've got Ramsden's and then .tv on the right. My eyes just feel like this shirt is just very heavily lopsided to that. You know, there's lots going on down the right-hand side of the shirt as you look, the left-hand side if you wear it, and then nothing else going on the other side. It's just odd how they placed them. And on top of that, yeah, the blue and the black, as I've said, it's mid, it's standard. I don't quite know what's going on with the sleeve, with the big block of blue that's there, sort of just gets in the way. So yeah, this shirt is mighty close to going in the tees. There's a lot of things I'm not too sure on, but again, the black and blue looks nice without being that spectacular. 14-15, now this is a beauty. Adidas had one hell of a season here, and it's going in the Mima. This is such a unique Boro shirt. You know, the two-toned horizontal stripes, the sort of like a dark blue and a very dark green. I can't quite name the colour really, but it's subtle and smart and doesn't take too much away from the shirt. And then the neon sort of luminous green, I think's beautiful. It really elevates the shirt. It looks so good along the collar, so good down the sleeves. And they decided to go sod it. Boro badge, Adidas badge, Ramsden's the same colour, and I'm glad they did. Because if they were any other colour, it would have clashed terribly with the luminous green. They had to make everything else on this shirt that green, and it stands out so much. I think it's such a unique, smart, eye-catching shirt, and one I've always loved, and one I need to collect. 15-16. What a shirt this is. This is going in the Mima as well. The only yellow Boro shirt we've ever had that's fully yellow at least. It was different, and I don't care what anyone tells me, one of the best colour combinations in the world is yellow and black. You see it with Dortmund. Every kit they make is an absolute banger because yellow and black is the biggest striking combination. It just works no matter how you do it. And this kit is bloody beautiful. Honestly, the yellow and the black works brilliantly. It's so subtle. There's not much going on because there doesn't have to be much going on. You know, the black down the shoulders, a little bit around the sleeves, the black Boro badge, the Ramsden's badge logo looks so simplistic. It is a smart, eye-catching cracker of a shirt. On top of that, we got promoted in it, which always helps. It's definitely probably in my top 3 Boro away shirts of all time. Next up, we've got 16-17, the Premier League away shirt. And this was a shirt fitting of the Premier League. This is going in the Mima. This is one of the very few Boro shirts I universally think everybody loves. I don't know many people who don't like this shirt. It's gorgeous. Firstly, the dark blue is absolutely stunning. That's a really smart blue. And then they've went back to the light blue that just works so well. I love the chevron across the badge and the Adidas logo and the slightly different tones of blue. It's stunning. And then you've got the little tiny bits of blue down the side of the shirt. They didn't go with the shoulders on this one, which is a very rare thing with Adidas. But yeah, the light blue down the sides and just across the end of the sleeve. Subtle but beautiful. I think this is a Premier League fitting shirt. And again, up there with one of our greatest shirts ever. 17-18. Now, this is another shirt I own, and it's in my basket, this one. Now, again, like the home shirt, the band's too big, and that really influences the shirt for me. But as I've said with all the other white shirts on this list, I love it because I think it's really, really smart. And I think the tone of blue that they used with this white looks really nice. It's really, really smart. And I think the blue gives this shirt enough life to make it not look that boring. Whereas the home shirt, you could argue, looked a little bit boring with a really big band. I think you can get away with it with this blue because it just offers the right amount of balance, you know, around the collar, down the shoulders, rounding off the sleeves. It really brings this shirt to life. And I think that's why it goes from mid and into my basket. It's just a shame about that big band. Next up, 18-19. Now this initially, you might think is a boring shirt, but I think this is an example that sometimes simplicity, if using the right colours, can look really, really smart. And this is a shirt that's not doing all that much, but I think the simplicity of it makes it really smart. And I think, again, the colours they've used, the 2 tones of blue, bring it to life. The dark blue initial base colour, I guess, or primary colour of the shirt, I think is really smart. Again, works very well with the white. And the light blue's a lovely touch as well. I love that the 32 red badge is white and the Boro badge and Hummel badge is a slightly light blue. Would it look better if they were white as well? Maybe. But the slight little touch of that light blue around the collar is really, really nice too. So although some people might call this shirt boring, I think it's really, really smart. 1920 is an interesting shirt because the colour scheme's nice, but I've never quite gotten away with this one. And I'll put it in mid, and I don't know what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, the initial white is smart and it's nice. And I like the sleeves as well. I think that the white and the blue works really well on the sleeves. The collar, a little bit boring. And the grey chevrons are nice enough. I think it's the band. I think maybe they could have just stuck with one colour for the band. Maybe just choose to make it blue or red. Or do a red band with a blue accent. Or a blue band with a red accent. I don't know. Having like 50-50... I think's what puts me off this shirt. I think they should have just kept it to one colour because I even like the little touch of the little vertical red line going down the centre of the shirt. I think that's a nice little touch. So there's a lot going on in this shirt that I like. I think it's just what they did with the band that puts me off. 2021, this bad boy here, and the latest iteration of Boro turning into Milan. I also almost said AC Milan there, Christ. This is probably the best of the blue and black striped Boro shirts because I think it's the most subtle. I think the blue is so dark, it blends into the black, and I think it's just visible enough so it doesn't look too out there, and that I think helps bring out the white collar or the white in front of the collar, the white Boro badge, Hummel badge, and the 32 red sponsor. So I think, again, this is one of the better black and blue, or the best black and blue Boro shirt I think we've made. I think it just has that more subtle, smart, premium look to it, but I still don't think it's one I would throw myself to buying. I know it's there in my wardrobe and I bought it at the time, but comparing it to other Boro away shirts, yeah, it's nice. It's the top end of mid, but it's not one I'd chuck in my basket. 21-22 is an interesting one because this is green, and that's all that there is to it. Now, I think there's a premium green. I think it's a very nice royal, regal green. It reminds me of the green that Aston Martin have in their branding in the F1. So I think that colour on its own gives enough to this shirt to not make it boring, but there's not much else to it, really. You know, they could have maybe done a bit more with the collar or the sleeves, maybe a bit of white there, maybe a bit of gold. You know, there is some sort of gold within the Boro badge, which I find odd that wasn't really added anywhere else. So I certainly think there's elements to this shirt which were really nice. Maybe they just need to add a few other bits and pieces to it. And I think this shirt's not a million miles away. You know, it's not a million miles away from being a really, really nice shirt with a few nice little additions here and there. But yeah, other than the colour and the green being unique and different and nice, there's not enough going on there, I think, for it to go in my basket. 22-23. Now, this shirt, I thought it was really nice at the time, and I've even got the jacket version of it. But as time's gone on, I've gone off this shirt quite a bit, and I don't know what it is. I think at first I thought it was unique and different, but now I look back and I just think it's messy. Now, what really helps this shirt is the blocks of white around the collar and the sleeve. I think it needed that to really sharpen the shirt up a little bit. But the black, the blue and light blue pattern, it's different, and I appreciate them doing something different. But looking back on this shirt, I don't know. Maybe I need to see it in person again or something. But it's fallen off a little bit for me, this shirt. And it's gone from one that would have undoubtedly been in my basket to being a shirt that I actually think's quite mid. So, yeah, it's a shame because I feel like there's a lot going on for this shirt. But for some reason, as time's gone on, I've just really gone off the pattern. And to the penultimate shirt, this one, of course, that dropped last season, the shirt from 23-24. Now, I felt massive FOMO when this shirt dropped because I was one of the few people who didn't like it. And I was wondering why. Why don't I like this shirt? You know, it looks like a Boca Juniors shirt, for Christ's sake, and the yellow and the blue is utterly beautiful. Again, like the yellow and black that we discussed with the earlier Boro away kit from 15-16, the colour combination here is spot on. I think the problem is the sponsor and the band, because the Unibet sponsor, it's too square, and I've mentioned this loads of times. If we had a thin sponsor, it wouldn't look as far down the shirt, but because we've got the area badge, and then we've got the Boro badge, then that big square Unibet badge, it feels like it's already over halfway down the shirt, and I just don't like that. So, the colour scheme's perfect. I really like the colour scheme. I like the yellow band, and I think the Boro badge looks nice within that band. The central area badge looks nice too. Everything, I think, is nice on this shirt. It's just the fact that horrible Unibet sponsor looks so far down and so awkward, it just offsets the whole shirt for me. But I am going to put it in my basket. It has grown on me quite a lot, and I do feel like if I was to see this shirt in a shop, I think I would buy it now. And I think I would get over where the Unibet sponsor is. As much as I don't like it, I think the colour combination alone for this shirt is really nice, and I'm glad to say, thankfully, it has grown on me. And finally, this masterpiece. You guys know where this is going. I've not loved a Boro shirt on release as much as this one for years. I've talked about this Boro shirt to death on the channel. It's going in the meme, and it arguably is the greatest Boro away shirt of all time. I don't have to go into why. You guys know I love the light blue with the dark blue. I think them two colours go extremely well. I love the pattern down the stripes. It gives the shirt a little bit of premium life and depth to it. I think the badge all looks good. Even the Unibet sponsor looks nice. And you know it's a nice shirt when it makes the Unibet sponsor look nice. But yeah, the colour scheme just how clean and sharp and smart this shirt is. It's an utter stunner, and I cannot wait to see it in action. I've still not seen it in pre-season yet. I can't wait to see Boro rocking this away shirt. It looks top dollar and undoubtedly has a worthy spot in the Mima alongside them other 5 beauties. So guys, that's my Boro away shirt tier list. I'll be interested to look back at my home shirt tier list to see how they compete and how they differ. I don't think they're too different actually in terms of how many's in each category. I thought when I looked at these Array Boro shirts initially, I thought I would have more in the Mima, but there's a lot in my basket that I would happily buy. A lot of mid, not too many that I'd chuck in the tees, but there are some absolute stinkers in there. But the ones that are in the Mima are outstanding shirts, and most of them I have the privilege of owning, and some I really need to get buying. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, like I did with the home kits. I will stick this link to the tier list in the comment section below. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section as well. Hit a like on the videos, that really supports the channel, and subscribe if you're new. Lots of Boro and football content coming. We will be doing more football kit tier lists here on the channel. My fiancée Liv will be joining me for when we decide to tier list all of the championship kits and Premier League kits. All that's to come very, very soon. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do take care. See you all in the next one.